what's the difference between a KVT 400 and the Captain series? So this Captain series we'll go over first. This is a 6 relay output, and we also have a 10 relay output. They're non-expandable, which means if you have more equipment than what you can connect to it, you just get another one, have them beside each other. So the Captain6 will do 3 curtains, and temperature control for the curtains is really the big difference between this and the KVT. The Captain series, the curtain control is where the difference is. The fans and the soakers, there's really no big difference, but the curtains is where the big difference is. So how the curtains operate with the Captains in the Captain series, which is the Captain6, Captain 10, they just incrementally open and close the curtains based on if it's too warm or too cold. So you have a set point of 35 degrees. It'll just incrementally every 5 minutes it'll just go a little bit further closed if it's too cold. If it's too warm, every 5 minutes it'll just go open a little further. And you can adjust that 5 minutes. But overall, that's how the curtains work. So they incrementally just open and close, and you can't do much. We can't really do anything with the wind. You can add a rain sensor, but it takes a rain sensor for every curtain, and it gets to be a lot of rain sensors after a while and starts pushing your cost up, because this is the lower cost unit of the two. So it does basic temperature, and you can add rain, but it'll get costly if you want to add rain for all the curtains, and you get better control with the KVT. So we'll go to talking about the KVT. Now this gets a weather station. Up on the roof, you'll know it'll have the wind speed, wind direction, and if it's raining or not, and that does a much better job of closing your curtains when it's raining. So if it's too cold and windy, it'll close. If it's raining and too windy, it'll close only the curtains on the side towards the wind. That's a big thing with this. It knows which way the wind is coming from and only closes the curtains towards the wind. That's really important. You don't want to close everything. You just close, or even partially close, depending on how windy it is, towards the wind. So when you have a big facility, this will run up to 15 curtains, because you can add expansion boxes, and it'll just, when the wind shifts, then it'll close from the other side, or even partially close, because it works very incrementally. You can set the curtain to be closed at 30 degrees, half open at 40, and completely open at 50, or something like that, and it'll just follow that, and it gives you much better control for naturally ventilated livestock buildings.